right, so today's day one of the inside of the run renovation. We're starting to take everything out. All there was a couple feeders that were here, and then there was a duck house here, and then just this pallet because we have this cage sitting on top of it. That's where our silkies are at because our big rooster and our silky rooster keep fighting. So that's why I have them separated when they're in here. Anywho, so this is what it's gonna look like beforehand. We plan on putting some drains in here to help drain some of the water out. And then we're going to do rock and then decomposed granite. So get a good look of how it looks before. Really nasty, and it actually hasn't rained in quite a few days, but when it's raining, it's really swampy and nasty in here. And just found a chicken egg. Silky. So, getting our first trench dug. It's gonna start here and go all the way out underneath and out towards the pasture behind the coop. And we're just putting all the extra dirt from the trench in different low areas inside of the run. Make it as even as possible so there's no low areas where water can collect, like over here. And we got these drain things from Lowe's in Sonora, and these pieces were separate. You can pick whichever drain top you like. We just thought this one was good, and we're gonna connect a 3-inch tubing to here, and it's gonna go all the way out. Right now we're actually gonna get rock to put in the bottom right here, and then we're gonna put the tube, and then we're gonna put more rock, and then it'll be all good. So basically that's how it goes. We trenched 12 inches down and probably about 10 inches across. And it took us probably about 2 or 3 hours to do this whole one right here. We did stop in the middle and eat, so I don't even know if it took that long. But yeah, we lifted up the skirting, and we're just gonna put that back down once we fill it all in. Kyle is going to fill up the tractor right now with oil, and then we're gonna get this process started, moving the rock in here. Move some rock over there so we can use it for the drains. Nice. Brought it so nice and close for us. It's gonna take a lot of the work out. Thanks, tractor. All right, so we got all of the bottom layer rock, about 2 inches in the bottom of the trench drain, whatever. And now we are getting the hose ready to hook up with the drain. We also have to put a socks around it as well. These are the socks that we got. And I think we're just gonna measure the size right now, cut it, put the socks on, and then test the water flow with the hose. We thought we got a perforated pipe, but apparently we didn't. So we actually don't need the socks. So we're just gonna keep the socks for some other project. And now we're just gonna test the water. So I basically just had the hose going in the beginning of the drain. And then we're just testing to make sure it's flowing out here. It's all good. Okay, so we got the whole outside of the coop trench all filled in with the dirt that we used, or that we just pulled out of the trench. Just backfilled it all in, put the skirting back down. And then inside of the coop, we filled in the entire trench with the rock all the way to the top, because eventually this is all just gonna be rock, the entire thing. And then actually now we're gonna go ahead and start trenching out the other one. Okay, so we're testing the water flow now for drain number 2. We got it all trenched out. We laid the rock down, and now we're just testing the water flow. And it looks like it's flowing really well. I'm gonna go outside and see. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that water flowing right out. That's perfect. Okay, now we just need to put the rocks on top, and then we can start on the next part. Alright, so we decided kind of halfway through that we wanted to do a second drain system along the back end of the trenches, just for another drainage area. That way there's no water that collects towards the end. And we've got one over here too. So now we'll have 2 areas of drainage. Okay, so we're testing the water flow now, making sure that it flows nice and good. Looks like it's flowing good. Let's check the drain over here. Yep, she's flowing. Flowing good. Nice. That was a good idea. I'm glad we did that. Alright, now I'm filling in the dirt on this side. Kyle is getting another rock load to fill in this. And then we will be done with the drains, and we can move on to the rest of it. Pretty excited about that. Alrighty, so we got all the drains all done. Now we are bringing in all of the rock, which the first layer of larger rock. One of my Instagram friends messaged me and said that I should consider possibly putting some sort of mesh or fabric between the rock and the mud, because she lives in a really wet area in Florida, and she kind of did a similar thing, and she didn't put the mesh down, and she said she regretted it because the rocks eventually just got pushed into the mud. So I talked to Kyle about it, and we decided that was probably a really good idea for us as well. So we already had this landscaping fabric in our garage, and that's what we're going to use. So yeah, we just lay down. We're just going to do it strip by strip. We're not going to do the whole fabric all at once and then all the rock at once, because the fabric will get all nasty if we just wheel the wheelbarrow over it over and over again. So we're just going to do strip by strip. And so we started already, and we will probably not be able to, and so we probably won't be able to get the entire thing done today, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to get done what we can get done today, and then we'll have to pick it up next weekend when we have more time off again. look really freaking good. We're overlapping, by the way, the fabric. We are overlapping it about a foot to 2 feet. Maybe not that much. How much is this? I don't know, probably about 10 inches. We're overlapping it. And that way it's just, there's no like gapping from it getting pulled over or anything like that. It's just all nice and solid. Okay, so this is where we got to. We're gonna have to finish the rest in a week, unfortunately. But we actually got a large amount done. It's starting to look really, really good in here. I'm excited to get this all done. Only one more week. Whoop, whoop. Finally getting back to work on the tractor, on the chicken coop with the tractor. We had to wait a long time for the ground to harden up. It was just too soft, kept getting stuck. So we're at the end of June. It'll be July 1st on Monday. It's Saturday right now, so trying to get this thing done. Come on, Patch. Okay, so this is where we're starting back up. We just dumped this little white rock here just a couple minutes ago. Before it was just the dirty rock underneath. And so essentially what we're just finishing it up. We're just gonna patch up the kind of empty spots around here and then lay fabric right here and then cover the rest up with rock. And we've got quite a bit of rock still left over there. Hopefully we have enough to do the rest of the inside. If not, we're gonna run to Ace and have them load a yard in the back of our truck, finish it up, and then we've got granite, decomposed granite that we're gonna lay down. It's kind of essentially like sand. Here Kyle is with the tractor. Just the progress we've got going on right now. We're gonna finish laying out the rest of the fabric. We got another roll by the garden Kyle went and got. And then we're gonna bring the rest of the rock in. And then it's the sand. Hoping we can get done by dark. That gives us quite a long time, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Looking good so far. A little over halfway done. Just have this little section right here, and then the sand. And our neighbor's been asking us to come over, so it looks like we gotta take a break. Go over there and hang out. Yesterday we finished rocking the entire area for the most part. There are a few little bald patches that we're filling in now, but we did that before we went over to the neighbor's house. So this is basically all the rock we're probably gonna put in here, and then we're gonna go get the sand and put that on top. It's looking good so far. Decomposed granite. Sand, pretty much. Pretty much like sand. Getting our first load of sand over. Bringing in the sand. Here's our first little load, or decomposed granite. That's what it is, but I just call it sand because it's the easiest. Anywho, so just brought in our first load. I'm raking it out, breaking up the big rocks, and slowly but surely we're gonna fill this guy up. Got over halfway done, making lots of progress. Kyle's a beast, as always. Alright, so we have finished. We brought in all of the rest of the sand for right now. We actually have some more that we could bring over here, but we do have a dinner engagement with my dad at his house for my uncle's birthday, so we're gonna end here. This is pretty much done though. We just need to add a little bit more to our own personal liking, but it's really, really good. We have these guys separated, like I told you guys. Well, actually I didn't tell you in this video, it was another video. We have these guys separated because this little one's just too small. And we tried to put them in the silky coop with the rest of the silkies, but they were fighting and we just didn't want anybody to get hurt. And then we have my older duck separated right here. She's actually sitting on eggs. So we're trying to keep her separated so her and the eggs are safe. And then we've got our younger ducks here. And we just have them separated because our turkey has been acting super aggressive lately. So we just don't want her to hurt the ducks in any way. And so everybody's just checking out their new digs. So good. I'm so happy. So we're pretty much done, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video tutorial series of this entire project. I'm so glad to say that we finally got it done. So many months down the road, but we finally got it done. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.